said it's Doherty. So I guess it depends which part of Ireland you're from. Depends on which way you pronounce it. What we know is that it's definitely not Doherty, and if we say Doherty, people are going to lose their shit. But it's a case of Doherty or Doherty. So I'm going to go with Doherty.
I'm just going to go with Matt.
Matt, go on then, son, because you're
Matt and Pierre.
Matt and Pierre, and we've got Joe Hart. So Joe Hart, I think, was the did you see the any of the friendlies when he was on the pitch?
Oh yeah,
don't shut up.
Yeah, he's a potty mouth, isn't he? Potty.
It wasn't not necessarily the shouting, not necessarily the swearing, but the constant talking and the constant dialogue, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
telling
absolutely.
People someone gave away a really poor free kick. I can't remember if it was Lamella. Oh my god, he went for him in a big way. Like, what the hell are you doing? That's a poor free kick to give away. Why are you?
He's a bit of a maniac, isn't he? I think he was even shouting at people in the stands that weren't there.
There was no one there, yeah.
I'm intrigued of who he's going to start in midfield. I know he's back four. His midfield, is he going to do Sissoko playing with Pierre? Or is it going to be Winks with Pierre?
I think it's going to be Winks, Højbjerg, and Lo Celso.
Lo Celso, yeah, I'll go along with that.
Yeah,
that's mine.
And then he'll have Lucas, Harry, and Sonny up top.
Mm-hmm. No Delhi.
Well, I don't know. I guess Delhi will switch out with Winksy. I guess I don't know.
You want to maximise Delhi. You need him running into the box. He's got this He's got this sync with Harry Kane.
He started doing virtually a two up top. So he had
he did actually. Yeah.
He had Moura and Kane, and then he had Sonny and Kane playing up top. So I could see him actually doing Kane and Delhi. So Kane up top, Delhi just in behind, because that gives Delhi the opportunity to make those runs in behind the striker and get beyond the defence, which is what he effectively excels at. That's
what they keep fitting them hamstrings hold out for Delhi.
New signings? Anyone else? Who do you think, apart from Bale, who else do you think is coming in?
Well, obviously Dybala definitely.
Messi. Dini's going to
Messi. Yeah, sorry, Messi. And
I heard that Damial's finally accepted our offer.
Who?
Leandro Damial.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, he's where's he been?
Retired.
Where's all these players going to play? Can I just talk about the striker thing?
Yeah.
Because we've got a Harry. If we're going to bring in another out-and-out striker like Harry, Callum Wilson or Josh King or Troy Deeney, they're not going to get much playing time unless Harry's injured, obviously.
Well, times where he's going to change the team structure. I think there's cup games, Europa League. What do you think, Simon?
This is the question, isn't it? Is that you can't have the conversation about a second striker. You have to have the conversation of competition. I know that's what they started saying, but we fans have been talking about we need a striker. It's whether it's competition or a backup. I'm in favour of unique. The language that's coming out now is about competition, and we've had this conversation before on this very podcast, which is around Harry's injuries, the time he spends out, the time he spends to recover, etc., and we've also talked about his sellability, and at some point, is it one injury too many? So, which I know, we sort of talk about these things, which are, I suppose, would get a shot, and all this, but we do need to bring in a genuine competition to give him rest, to allow us to have more options, and ultimately to say, well, actually, no, that he will get injured, he will be out for half a season. We do need to have alternatives.
Yeah.
So we sell Dembele, get that money back, and then buy a top-notch striker. We spend 45 million on a striker.
You won't get that money back from Dembele.
All right, or 30 million then. So 30 million. It's COVID.
He won't be sold.
What I wanted to pick up on was where Simon just mentioned about, I think we've spoken in the past about if and when we sell Kane. Now, I want to know if whether that whether that is still something that can be considered, considering that Kane wants to elevate himself to the levels of Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah, but only Jose can do it for him because
Jose's
got this.
told him that.
Yeah, Jose said that Jose himself is now a celebrity, a world celebrity, and obviously he wants to make Harry the same.
No, he didn't. He said his reach is worldwide, which is his reach is worldwide. He didn't say he was a celebrity. He said his reach is worldwide.
Did he? Oh.
Well, he's a worldwide celebrity. His
reach is, as a manager, Mourinho's reach is worldwide. So, and he's trying to. If he I think, there's no way. I don't think we should be considering selling Kane if Jose thinks he can elevate Kane to the levels that Messi and Ronaldo can get.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And don't forget, I'm not saying we should put him on the market. What I am saying is that everybody has, there is age, performance, value. There are intersections of those linears, and at some and success. And at some point, either through, there's only so many levers, and at some point, either the levers will marry up where it will be time for something else to happen.
Yeah.
So we have to have a succession plan, because you can't have one number one striker who spends 3 months, 4 months, 5 months every season fucking injured.
Yeah. No, you can't.
You need to have an alternative.
Yeah.
And you're right. That is what he does when he's injured, because every time he's injured, a little while later, his wife has a baby. So that's definitely what he does when he's injured.
Right. So, and this is my point. So this is not, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. Yeah, and we need a plan, and just trying to get in some piece of shit because they're just saying, they're only going to play when Harry's injured or, whatever, isn't good enough. You need rotation. You need to be able to say, actually, there are some games where Harry might start, but okay, we are going to bring on this player.
But we should also look to take Harry off early in games as well.
Correct, absolutely.
That's key.
He's the kind of player that just doesn't want to come off, and some managers got to say, right, you are coming off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this goes back to the nice guys, I'm your mate, Poch club, rather than the ruthless,
the pragmatic
fucker of exactly, where Poch lost his bite and where Mourinho's hopefully still got it, and he can go, you're coming off.
So who are we buying then, boys? Coming in, striker. Who are we buying? Seriously, who do you want to buy?
Dwight Gale.
Seriously, and come on. Come on, who are we buying? Come on, if serious competition for Harry, who are we buying?
Yeah, I know it's touted around by lots of people, but I think Danny Ings would be a great buy, but I don't think Southampton would sell him.
No, we can't cherry pick him for two, so forget that.
I would imagine that we're going to have to buy from abroad, because I just don't see who we're going to get in the Premier League for the right price.
I think it's £30 million for any of the Bournemouth boys, strikers. They're the first port of call.
Yeah,
and that's who I'd like. That's who I'd like to have.
Yeah, I think Callum Wilson
would
be better than Josh King, because he's more of an out and out striker. But
correct.
And he is a good player. But will he want to come to Spurs? I thought Newcastle were in for him.
I don't think he wants to be first choice. He want to play. He want to start in the Premiership games. He will not want to sit on the bench. Callum Wilson.
Yeah. It depends which club he goes to. If he goes to Spurs, he'll go in the full knowledge that it will be a rotational role. If he goes to Newcastle, then he'll go with the intention of being the number one striker, and knowing that he'll play, expecting to play every game, but only stay in the Premier League. Whereas if he goes to Spurs, it's about being part of a squad and pushing for some kind of
pushing for silverware and back into the Champions League. It's not like, we're on a downward trajectory. We've had a blip. So this is about actually saying, can you come and join us? We're going to push on. We're going to get back in the Champions League. We're going to get some silverware. Look at the amazing everything. This isn't about, I'm joining a mid-tier. It's like you're joining a top 6 club.
Yeah.
Do you think if Jose took us to the semi-final and...
Of what?
the Champions League.
Okay.
And Lucas scores 3 goals in the semi-final, and Harry Kane's injured, and then comes back for the final. Do you think he'd play him in the final, or do you think he would have played Lucas?
Well, he played Lucas anyway, wouldn't he? He'd play Lucas anyway.
Yeah. He loves Lucas. Lucas and Eric Dyer are playing in this football team.
It wouldn't be a case of Kane for Lucas. That's not going to be.
It'd be more likely Sonny gets dropped. I thought.
Yeah, it'd be someone else that would drop out. So I don't think that's the issue, and I also don't think I think that Mourinho will bring back players when he thinks that they're fit.
Yeah,
and he won't rush them back. So if he doesn't think Kane was fit enough to start, then he wouldn't play him. So I think that's a different. I think that's a different argument. I think that if he felt that Kane was ready to play, then he would play him, and it wouldn't be. I don't think as much as he wants to elevate. Don't forget, he said he wants to elevate Kane help elevate Kane to the levels of Messi and Ronaldo. You don't get that if you're not playing in those Champions League finals. If you're in a Champions League final and you're not part of it, then how do you elevate yourself? So he would. Exactly. He would get him in. He would play him, but it wouldn't be at the expense of Lucas because he likes to play Lucas alongside Kane anyway.
Yeah. I think for a long time we've had a problem with Lucas and Kane playing together because Lucas.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
he don't look up.
No, he doesn't look up.
He just runs with the ball, and he's a midfielder, and he's
that
not.
Was pre-Mourinho, wasn't it? Mourinho,
Mourinho has really told him to pack his side up, and he has started to become a more team player.
And he looks more creative. So he does. Whereas in the past we just saw him running down blind alleys, but now he looks more creative and he's much more decisive with the ball. And actually contributing where I didn't think he had that ability in the past.
So we've got Bergwijn, Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Son, Lucas, Fernandes, Gedson Fernandes, who's a midfielder, I think, or right back. Yeah. So we are a little attacking. These are attacking boys. We were spoilt for choice at the moment.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in a good place.
We're in a good place. We've got some good. We've got a combination there. Another big striker to complement Harry Kane as well. Someone that can hold it up, lay it off, and bring in Son and bring in Lucas and bring in Stevie.
Yeah.
Feed off of them, and then that for me would be perfect.
Yeah, agree.
Lewandowski, then that's what we need. He's someone that will hold the ball up really well, and feed and play, and he knows where the goal is, and he's definitely going to be a step up from Chris Woods.
He is an absolute linchpin for Bayern Munich, and they play around him. They do play around him. He's doing what Harry Kane does for us up the top. Harry Kane. The only thing that I can probably say that Harry Kane is his free kicks are doo-doo. But apart from that,
pretty bad, aren't we?
Yeah, apart from that, he's got everything else. He just needs to practice on his free kicks.
Yeah.
And then we have got the prince of all footballers, haven't we, up front?
Yeah, we're very lucky. Very lucky to have him. Yeah.
Well lucky. We're lucky. He's 27 years old now. This is it for him. Yeah, I think he's going to... He can't really leave when he's 29 or 30. He might, but... I reckon he's going to play for José. I really do. I reckon we've got another 2-3 years with him.
What difference do you think having Ledley on the coaching staff will make, or if any?
Well, I think you were covering this with the Troy Townsend thing.
It'll make that, but I also think what it will. But I also think he will on a team level. I think he will get the players to learn to connect to the fans a lot better and understand what the game means to the fans. I think that's possibly where he will help, and he'll be that link and that bridge. I mean, I think a lot of people have kind of bought into Mourinho a lot more now because of the because of this documentary anyway. But I think that he will help with that bridge and show that as a club we know that we're trying to build links between the management structure that's there and the fans and and develop that relationship.
I think so.
other thing, obviously, that's been announced, I think, this week, and I can't remember the guy's name.
Trevor Birch.
Trevor Birch, yeah.
So there's